Hello, and welcome to this quiet space. We all carry within us an inherent human need for validation and connection, a desire to be seen and truly understood by those around us. It is a fundamental part of our social nature, shaping many of our interactions. Yet for many of us, this natural desire can transform into an exhausting burden. We find ourselves constantly translating our inner world, our experiences, and our feelings, hoping that others will grasp the nuances of who we are. This constant effort can leave us feeling depleted. Today, I invite you into a quiet room, a metaphorical space where you can rest from that external pressure. Imagine letting go of the constant need to explain yourself, to justify your feelings, or to make others see things your way. This is a space for peace. Often, what appears as over-explaining is not a communication problem at all. Instead, it is a deeply rooted survival response, developed to navigate past challenges and protect ourselves. Recognizing this can be the first step towards self-compassion. Our deep-seated need to be understood often originates from profound past experiences. There were times when being understood wasn't just a preference, but crucial for our very survival, emotional safety, or belonging. These early lessons leave a lasting imprint. Many of us experienced childhood invalidation, where our feelings were dismissed or our natural sensitivities were criticized. Perhaps we were told we were too emotional or overreacting, teaching us that our inner landscape was unacceptable. This can lead us to believe our authentic self needs constant justification. Critical parenting can also foster a constant need for external approval and understanding. If our worth felt conditional, dependent on meeting specific standards or pleasing others, we learned to seek validation outside ourselves. This creates an ongoing demand for others to get us. Unstable or unpredictable environments in our formative years often lead to a craving for security and validation. When the world feels unsafe, we might develop strategies to control how others perceive us, believing that if they understand us, we will be safe. This drive for stability can fuel the need for constant explanation. Over time, we can develop into a translator or even a diplomat for our own heart. We dedicate immense energy to interpreting our complex internal experiences for others, hoping to bridge a perceived gap in understanding. This role can become second nature, yet incredibly draining. For some, this translates into what is known as the fawn trauma response. This involves appeasing others, people-pleasing, or trying to anticipate and meet their needs and expectations to avoid conflict, criticism, or pain. The constant effort to be agreeable is often an attempt to be understood as harmless or good. Ultimately, our self-worth can become intricately entangled in the opinions and interpretations of others. When our sense of value hinges on how well others comprehend us, we become vulnerable to every judgment or misunderstanding. This external dependency creates a fragile foundation for self-esteem. This constant need to explain and justify creates a hyper-vigilant nervous system. We are always on high alert, meticulously managing others' perceptions of us, scanning for signs of misunderstanding or disapproval. This state of perpetual awareness is exhausting for our mind and body. Such vigilance leads to chronic anxiety and burnout. We find ourselves replaying conversations in our minds, agonizing over sent messages, or preemptively crafting perfect explanations. This endless mental loop siphons our energy and peace. When we are always trying to manage others' perceptions, life ceases to be about authentic living. Instead, it becomes a performance, a continuous effort to control external narratives rather than experiencing and expressing our true selves. Our genuine self is put on hold. Beneath this persistent effort lies a deep, often unacknowledged grief for the suppressed authentic self. We mourn the parts of us that we felt compelled to hide, change, or apologize for. This unspoken sorrow can weigh heavily on our spirit, coloring our experiences. There is also a profound grief for lost energy, sacrificed authenticity, and the hollow relationships that sometimes result. We realize how much of ourselves we have given away, leaving us feeling empty or disconnected from our true desires. These sacrifices come at a significant personal cost. It's important to acknowledge and even thank these past survival strategies. At the time, they were brilliant, ingenious ways to navigate difficult circumstances and protect ourselves. They served their purpose, and we can honor them for their historical role in our journey. The first quiet shift. Reclaiming self-authority. The shift begins not with a dramatic declaration, but with a subtle internal change. It is a quiet moment of recognition, a gentle reorientation of our inner compass away from external validation. This profound shift starts from within. We begin to resist the ingrained urge to defend or clarify when we are misunderstood. Instead of rushing to explain, we might pause, allowing the feeling of being misconstrued to simply exist without immediate action. This resistance is a powerful act. The practice involves sitting with the discomfort of another person's misunderstanding, rather than acting on the reflexive urge to fix their perceptions. This is not about indifference, but about choosing to stay centered in our own truth. It is a moment of quiet courage. A profound realization dawns. Our worth is not, and has never been, dependent on others' interpretations of us. Our value is intrinsic, whole, and complete, independent of how well anyone else grasps our essence. This insight frees us from external judgment. This shift is a revolutionary act of self-reclamation, a conscious choice to stop self-abandonment. We cease to sacrifice our inner peace and authenticity in pursuit of external approval. We choose to stand firm in our own being, honoring our internal landscape. By no longer offering unlimited access to our emotional world for debate or interrogation, we conserve vital energy. This newfound energy can then be redirected towards healing, growth, and living in alignment with our authentic self. It is a precious resource. Embracing this shift means reclaiming our right to process without instant reactions or explanations. Silence becomes a sanctuary, a sacred space where we can gather our thoughts and regulate our emotions before feeling compelled to respond. This pause is powerful. We learn to use silence not as a manipulative strategy, but as a genuine tool for self-regulation. It allows us to ground ourselves, to feel what needs to be felt, and then, if necessary, to respond thoughtfully and intentionally, rather than react impulsively. This creates inner calm. Through this process, we build profound self-trust by consistently honoring our own truth in conversations and interactions. Even when it means being misunderstood, we reinforce our belief in our own internal compass. This trust is invaluable. Silence acts as a profound filter, revealing who can truly accept our authentic self without requiring constant explanation. Those who value us will make an effort to understand or respect our boundaries, even if they don't fully grasp every facet of our being. This discerning process helps clarify our relationships. This filtering process can also reveal relationships that were only comfortable with the people-pleasing version of us. It might uncover connections built on the foundation of our constant self-explanation, rather than genuine acceptance. This can be a challenging but necessary realization. It is important to remember that this is not about shutting others out. It is about creating boundaries that protect our inner peace and allow for more genuine, reciprocal connections. Silence can be a doorway to deeper understanding, for ourselves and eventually with others. Stepping into this space of not needing to be understood brings a profound relief, often experienced as a deep, whole-body exhale. The constant tension dissipates, replaced by a sense of calm and release that permeates our entire being. This lightness is transformative. We experience increased trust in ourselves and begin to cultivate more authentic relationships. When we no longer contort ourselves for others, the connections we build are based on true acceptance and mutual respect, fostering genuine intimacy. These bonds are stronger and more fulfilling. A tremendous amount of energy is freed up, previously spent on explaining, justifying, and worrying. This liberated energy can now be channeled into creativity, personal healing, pursuing passions, or simply being present in the moment. Our lives expand with new possibilities. The intense need to be understood transforms from an urgent demand into a gentle preference. While it is still lovely to be understood, it no longer dictates our peace of mind or our self-worth. It becomes a bonus, not a requirement, for our well-being. This newfound freedom allows us to let others be wrong about us while staying right with ourselves. We can accept that their perceptions are their own without needing to correct them, knowing our internal truth remains intact. Our inner knowing becomes paramount. The ultimate prize in this journey is the deep, abiding calm that comes from not needing external validation. It is a profound inner peace, a quiet strength that arises from self-acceptance and self-trust. This calm is a true sanctuary, unwavering and profoundly comforting. Embracing this journey of not needing to be understood is a deeply personal process. I encourage you to heal at your own pace, honoring each step of your unique path without judgment. There is no rush, only gentle progress. Affirm your self-authority over your inner world. Recognize that you are the ultimate expert on your own experiences, feelings, and truths. Your internal compass is valid, powerful, and trustworthy. You hold the key to your own peace. I invite you to embrace the profound calm that comes from no longer needing to be understood by everyone, all the time. Allow yourself the grace to simply be, without the constant burden of external explanation. This peace is your birthright. For further reflection and support, consider exploring resources that resonate with you, such as calming meditations or thoughtful self-help materials. Sometimes, a carefully curated playlist of soothing music can also offer a comforting balm for the soul. If you feel moved to do so, I invite you to share your personal journey, your insights, or your experiences in a safe, non-judgmental space. Connecting with others who understand can deepen our collective healing, reminding us that we are not alone.